What's up, guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead. It's just me here today. The wife and kids are all gone, and I'm getting kind of hungry, and I told you I was going to do a comparison between the catfish and the striper. So I think we're going to save the biggest striper and that one catfish and do a catch and cook comparison with a striper and a blue cat. That may be a separate video from this, but we'll do a comparison. So we'll save two catfish versus striper coming up. So we got one of our striper fillets and a catfish fillet. And the reason I'm doing this is because in the South, when you're talking about freshwater fish and you're comparing things, everybody wants to know what that fish tastes like compared to catfish. Because every restaurant you go to that has fish, you're gonna get fried catfish. Well, today we're gonna compare striper to catfish. I'm not gonna bread or batter or anything like that. I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper, maybe some Tony's, and we're just gonna pan fry it in a little bit of olive oil so we get that true flavor of the fish, so we get a real comparison. So I told you in the video when we were fishing, if you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link to that video right here. We were out with a good buddy of mine. His name's TJ, or Tim as he goes by. It's Thompson's Guide Service. Check him out on Facebook. He's giving away a free striper trip, so hit the description box down below and look for his link to his Facebook page. Free striper trip. So we were catching a lot of little baby catfish. We ended up catching one really decent sized catfish. As I showed in the video, you saw it. So we cleaned it up, and I'm going to use it for a comparison. So this is not a farm raised catfish fillet. This is one that came straight out of the lake 2 days ago, and we're going to compare it to that striper. So let's get started. So here's my two fillets. This is the catfish fillet, and this is the striper fillet. You can tell the catfish is a little bit more white, and it's probably not as flaky. So the striper here's got big flakes. When you cook it, it's kind of a bigger flaky meat. The other side of the fillet on the striper's got a little bit of red meat on here. When you clean striper, when you fillet them, you want to try to get as much of the bloodline out as you can. So this would have been a two-part fillet. There's a bloodline that runs right down the middle. I took that out. We've already eaten the other half of this fillet. Catfish, nice white flaky meat. But that little bit of red meat left on that striper, you'll never notice it. So, like I said, I'm going to put a little salt and pepper, and we're just going to pan fry them and a little bit of olive oil. And Tony Satcheries. I really like this stuff. Good Cajun spice to it. Good mixture. Cook with it a lot. So, got my skillet here with a little bit of olive oil in it. Been letting it heat up. I want a pretty good hot skillet. Like I said, I'm not trying to make blackened fish necessarily. We're just going to kind of pan fry it. So, oh yeah. Got a nice sizzle to it. Now let's get the catfish. So it's only going to take this fish just about a minute and a half per side. We're not going to cook it for very long. I don't want it overdone by any means, so we're going to get about a minute, and we'll flip it, and I'll show you what the other side looks like before we pull it out of the skillet. Alright, let's see if we can flip these over without them falling apart. Oh yeah, look at that pretty catfish fillet right there. I don't know what you guys think, but I can promise you, that right there is going to be delicious. I'm sorry you guys don't have smell-o-vision or taste-o-vision or anything like that, but that's delicious right there. It's going to be awesome. Alright, I think the catfish is done. That fillet is quite a bit thinner than that big striper fillet. Let's just set that one over there. I'm going to let that one cook a few seconds longer than the catfish because it's quite a bit thicker. See if we can get this guy out of here without him falling apart. There we go. right, so here's what we're working with. There's the catfish fillet. Oh, my juice is running off my plate just a little bit. Good thing I'm over the sink, huh? So here's the catfish fillet, and here's the striper, or I know the technical term is striped bass. In Oklahoma, that's a striper. So, striper fillet, obviously much thicker, bigger fillet. It was a bigger fish. Catfish, it was a blue cat. So, everyone wants to know what fish tastes like compared to catfish. So, here we go. Blue cat. Like I said, guys, this was just pan fried. Salt, pepper, and a little bit of Tony Chachere's. Oh, super flaky, super tender fish. Catfish is hard to beat. Man, that catfish is delicious. A striper we cooked in the Catch and Cook video when we fried it. Now, that striper was fresh out of the water. It was amazing. Really, I've got a fly in the house. That is just disgusting. Anyways, that striper that we cooked, that we fried the other day, was amazing. So I'm really excited to see this. See what this striper really tastes like, other than just a fried batter. Because I know the batter I put on fish tastes good. I know that much. So this is kind of a ultimate taste. Now I will say this, right off the bat I can tell this striper is just falling apart. I'm gonna have to scoop it up. I really can't fork it very well. But look how white, oh, it's steaming. Look how white and flaky that meat is. Come on, focus camera. Can you guys see that? This is gonna be good. I know it is. That's delicious. Okay, so the striper fillet has a little bit more of a fish taste to it than the catfish fillet. That was a good blue cat. He was, perfect eating size, about 4 pounds maybe. That fillet is real nice and thin. The striper, this was the biggest striper of the day we caught, so he was probably, I'm gonna say 7 or 8 pounds, something like that. So that's a pretty good size striper. If you catch them in that smaller 1 to 2 pound range, about maybe 12 to 16 inches long, the fillets are a lot thinner and they are super delicious. But this guy right here, even with as big and thick of a fillet as that was, I'm just getting the piece off the end right here, but that meat is so white and flaky. It is delicious. I didn't put anything extra on this. I would have preferred it with a little bit of lemon, squeeze a little bit of fresh lemon over the top, and that's a meal right there. I mean, that's just a meal in itself. But this was kind of bare bones cooking just to get the flavor of the fish, so I could give you guys a true testament. So I'm gonna say the catfish pan fried like that was probably just a little bit better than the striper if you're not really into that fish taste. Like a fish, well, we're eating fish. Come on, guys, it's supposed to taste like fish. But I know how my wife and kids are, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are the same way. A lot of people don't want much of that fishy smell or fishy taste. So the catfish almost has zero. It's just perfect. The striper there is a close second. It's not far behind that catfish. So if you've never eaten striper, or striped bass if you guys want to be technical, go out, find you a good guide, or just use my buddy Tim. Like I said, he's giving away a free trip in the description box down below. All you got to do is go check out his Facebook page and follow his little instructions to get entered into that. But find you a good striper guide. If you're not familiar with how to catch them, go out and learn what you're doing, and after a couple times you can go catch them on your own. You don't have to have a guide. It's not rocket science, but when you got a bunch of kids like we did the other day, it's a lot easier to find somebody that knows what they're doing, catches some live bait, take the kids out there and just let them reel in the fish. It doesn't get any better than that. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little comparison. I really enjoyed it. Please don't tell Houston I did a cooking video without him. He wanted me to save that catfish fillet and that striper fillet for him to do the comparison. But my wife and kids are all gone today, and I really wanted to do it, and it was in the refrigerator and it needed to be used. So there you go, guys. The catfish, just a little bit better than the striper, but that striper was amazing. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a comment down in the comment section down below if you'd like to see more of these comparison videos. We could probably get out there and catch some bass, largemouth versus smallmouth, or largemouth versus bluegill, A lot of things like that. I know Houston loves doing those, and you guys love content with Houston involved. So let me know what you would like to see, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.